Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP and crypto. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about what I see going on right now. A battle between crypto and a CBDC. To prepare the soil for a CBDC, Elizabeth Warren has to make that soil radioactive for Bitcoin. Senator Warren's anti-money laundering legislation is a classic bait and switch. The bait cracking down on illicit finance, the switch killing crypto as we know it. Lawmakers should not be fooled. A vote for Warren's bill is a vote to make way for a CBDC. Now take a listen to this video and what he says at the end. I've been telling you for months now.
Why does she hate Bitcoin? Because it's the antithesis of a central bank digital currency. And that's her long-term goal, is to implement a CBDC over time. But in order to prepare the soil for that, she has to make that soil radioactive for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And that's what she's aiming to do with her AML bill. This bill essentially would make it practically illegal for a teenager mining Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency in his mom's basement. He would have to comply with the same regulatory burdens that a bank like Goldman Sachs has to do. In other words, it would be impossible, right? It would make it illegal to practically touch cryptocurrency or Bitcoin in the United States. But that's by design. Elizabeth Warren intends to do that because if she can get regulations in place that make it impossible to do anything Bitcoin related in the US, she knows she'll drive innovation offshore, and that essentially prepares the way for a CBDC, which is what I believe she's been trying to do this whole time.
And that's what I've been saying for months. Look at the way they're trying to kill crypto in the United States. At the same time, we're watching innovation walk right out of this country. And now other countries are emerging as crypto hubs all around the world. And that's going to continue to happen because that's what they want. Well, Jamie Dimon meant what he said at today's congressional hearing with Senator Warren. I call on all crypto holders, enthusiasts, and supporters to move all funds and to ban the use of JP Morgan and all services thereof. Who the hell do these people think they are? Now, this was from October 16th of this year. If we think you're making a payment related to crypto assets, we'll decline it. If you'd still like to invest in crypto assets, you can try using a different bank or provider instead. But please be cautious, as you may not be able to get the money back if the payment ends up being related to fraud or a scam. So Chase was calling crypto a scam back in October. And like I said, Jamie Dimon, he wants to stop all crypto just so he can stop XRP. That's what he's most afraid of. And that's why Ripple ended up in a lawsuit with the SEC for over 2 years. And it's all part of this right here. Great Reset, Build Back Better, UN, World Economic Forum run, New World Order. Look at the names on here. You see Maxine Waters, Joe Biden, Elizabeth Warren. And these are the same people right now pushing for a CBDC. First, you had Joe Biden with Executive Order 14067. Maxine Waters buddying up with Sam Bankman-Fried. Then the fall of FTX happened, so they could fast-track crypto regulations here in the United States. Now you have Elizabeth Warren and her anti-crypto army trying to put the last nail in crypto's coffin, so they could bring about a CBDC. That's hilarious considering Jamie Dimon's JP Morgan hijacked the entire Ethereum infrastructure months ago in preparation for the rollout of CBDC, full digital monetary slavery. See Project North Star. Jamie Dimon knows by buddying up with Elizabeth Warren that JP Morgan will stay relevant in the future with the rise of the digital dollar. And now what we're seeing is the fact that XRP can also play a factor here, because XRP can fix the current financial system, and that's not what they want. They want a new financial system with a digital dollar so that they can control all of our money. The battle is far from over when leaders in government and industry throughout the West still push complete government control over money via a CBDC that would grant near absolute power to punish enemies and silence dissent. Much of their current rhetoric has that as the aim, and now it's blatantly right in your face what they're pushing for. The fact that Elizabeth Warren said the U.S. is ready for a CBDC and that a CBDC eliminates the need for Bitcoin and crypto when the opposite is true is all you need to know about how accurate Dave's warning is. And that's what it comes down to. She wants that CBDC put in place because she knows once that happens, she could control every single person in the U.S. through their money. And I always said it, a CBDC would be great in the right hands. The technology is absolutely incredible. But in the wrong hands, we're all slaves to the system. And I think Elizabeth Warren would definitely use a CBDC for evil. But now you're starting to see why they hate crypto so much, why the U.S. government hates crypto. And now we're starting to see some politicians that are pro-crypto come about, and they want to push their own legislation to keep innovation here in America, inside the United States. And I think the 2024 election is going to be very vital to where we go from here. And a lot of people still don't understand that. Crypto is going to be all over the mainstream media news all throughout 2024. And if the wrong person gets into power, we will see the rise of a CBDC in the United States. Behind closed doors, central banks and financial institutions worldwide are deliberately destroying the value of our currencies while masking it to push people into poverty. It's a calculated game designed to entrap the masses in a digital slave system, CBDCs. Everybody knows what's coming, and that's why we're seeing everybody falling into debt. The middle class is getting wiped out the most. At the top, you have the richest people. They're making money on a daily basis through this current financial system. Then you have the extremely poor people. They don't even know what's coming yet. They're going to end up on the universal basic income. In the middle, you have the working class and the small business owners paying for all of it. And now it's starting to cut into their savings. And I hear it from people all the time outside of crypto. I see people living way beyond their means as well. They're creating a system where people are living on debt. And they're going to come up with the solution, a CBDC. Just in, U.S. Senator Warren says, there's a new threat out there. It's crypto, and we can't allow that to continue. This is what you see on the mainstream media news right now. And why do you see that? Because she also wants to keep new investors out of crypto at the same time. And she wants to shake the weak hands out of crypto as well. She doesn't think we are worthy to be holding crypto. And she, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she came out full steam ahead around this. And I think it's because we now are going to see the next stage of the Great Reset. The Fed is hiring for CBDC research with not much intent of deployment, as stated by the representative. I don't buy it. And I played this video for you in yesterday's video. They know that the Fed is working on a CBDC in the background. They would not be hiring coders around a CBDC project here in the U.S. if they didn't plan to roll out a CBDC. The good thing is politicians are waking up. Federal Judge Annalisa Torres gave the crypto industry a shot in the arm last July when she handed Ripple a partial victory in its fight with the SEC. That's why she's among CoinDesk's most influential of 2023. What she did was gave legal clarity to XRP. And now that XRP has the green light in the U.S., XRP could right now fix this current financial system if they would just get this done and over with. I even think Gary's playing his part by delaying settlement with Ripple, because they know once that settlement happens, the banks are going to want to get involved with RippleNet here in the US. They're no longer going to want to stay on the SWIFT system. They're going to pull away from the traditional banks like JP Morgan. Do you see how it's all one big battle going on right now? SEC discussions with Bitcoin ETF issuers advance to key details. I think the SEC is also trying to delay those ETFs for Bitcoin as well. Because, again, Gary is buddied up with Elizabeth Warren. They're going to delay this as long as they possibly can. Regulators are reporting warming to the idea of approving spot Bitcoin's ETFs. And this is also what you see all over the mainstream media news. All that ETF talk. But action needs to be taken. And Gary is doing a great job at delaying that as well. I think they're fast-tracking a CBDC behind the scenes. That's what's really going on. U.S. blockchain adoption bill. Then there's this, and this could be a game changer. So they want the Secretary of Commerce to take action necessary and appropriate to promote the competitiveness of the United States related to the deployment, use, application, and competitiveness of blockchain technology. So they want that innovation to stay here in the U.S. Some people do. But as long as they keep pushing it out of the U.S., it creates more and more of a need for a CBDC. And this is one of probably the greatest bill that's going to go into Congress. Hopefully it gets passed, because this could push crypto ahead here in the U.S. But I think it's not going to gain traction. I think we need this administration to change before anything else happens here in the U.S. Even Gary would be gone with an administrative change. But 2024 is going to be a very vital year for crypto. I think XRP is going to hit some very good numbers in 2024. But XRP has so much growth already outside of the US. And that's what's really going to push the price of XRP. Until that settlement happens with the SEC. The sooner that happens, the better. Because I'm starting to see a change happen now, where XRP can actually be pivotal against the CBDC. Because right now, if the banks got a hold of that on-demand liquidity, that could be an absolute game changer. But that's my opinion on all of it. And I mean, I just see this emerging. And it's getting worse by the day, what's going on with Elizabeth Warren. But now she has Jamie Dimon in her corner. She still has control of Gary Gensler. There's another handful of Democrats there in Washington as well that are pushing for this. There's also Republicans pushing to crush crypto also. Don't be mistaken. This is not one-sided. This is both sides of the aisle working on this. But then you also have a good handful of pro-crypto politicians as well, trying to keep that innovation going, and that's what we gotta hope for. But until it all happens, continue holding your XRP, stay patient, stay positive, let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.